Hello everybody, I am BDF018 and welcome back to Gran Turismo Sport. We are on to part 10 today. So we are now in the double digits for Gran Turismo Sport, which is awesome. I'm so glad to be able to get to the 10th part of this series. There's going to be so many more to come as well. So welcome everyone. We're just going to wait a minute or two just to let people start to tune in. So get yourself comfortable. We're going to be here for about an hour and a half tonight. Until about 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock depending on how we're looking for league mode. But yes, today is Let's Do League Mode part 2. We are going on to the next 2/3 possibly championships in beginner leagues. So I think we're just going to get into it now actually. We got 14 wins yesterday, 14 races, 14 wins done yesterday. So our next one is the Clio Cup. Now N200s for this. We don't have the Clio, so we have to get ourselves a Renault Clio. So let's go and buy ourselves one right now. If it looks a little bit different in the background, I've moved my setup today. It's all in a different area of the room now, and it looks a lot better. I can now fit my gaming chair in the room, so it's a lot better than it was before. It's a lot easier for me to sit down and do these streams as compared to what it was like before. Anyway, we're going to be buying ourselves, which one is it? Yeah, the Clio. They're the exact same car. That's the newer one, and I'm going to go for the newer one. We're going to get it in yellow. And it is N200. For the best money in this tournament, so we're going to stick with the N200s to make it more of an exciting race as well. So we are in that car now, and let's go straight into the Clio Cup, everybody. So I hope you're all having a wonderful evening so far. Relatively early, only 8 o'clock in the evening right now, so lots of time to get settled down and enjoy the evening. I hope the brightness is good as well on this. Obviously in a different part of the room I don't have the light from outside shining in on me anymore, or shining in on the television, so I won't have to worry about that ever again, thank God. So anyway, as the first race does load up, we have 6 laps on BB Raceway number 2. Let me just have a look if I can make the car a bit lighter and upgrade the power. So 258, can we go a little bit higher than that? We can go up to 299 power. Oh, N300, god damn it. There we go, 244, alright, brilliant. And the car light, I don't want to do any more, don't use many mileage points too early. So, let me just check something quickly. Okay, no problem. Just making sure. I had a feeling that my microphone was off. So anyway, we're going to get into the race now. 6 laps on BB Raceway number 2. This is the reverse, so here we go. We do start in 12th position. And look at our speed and weight reduction. Gets the better of that other Clio there as we round the first corner nice and quickly. 10 seconds behind the leader. And oh my goodness, what happened there? We're going to restart that. Okay, that didn't happen. Alright, no worries. Let's just forget that happened and let's just start this again. We don't get off to the best start, no problem though. That was completely my error. Misjudged my handling there, misjudged how well it would handle around that corner. Skip on him again, brilliant. And let's step on the outside here, round these other Clios. Right, this other Clio I should say. So we're up into 9th place by the end of the first lap. Let's go through the middle of these two. Brilliantly done. Heading down the main straight now to the first corner of lap 2 out of 6. We're only 4.5 seconds behind the lead now, so we've gained over half our time on the leader in the first lap, which is great. So there we go, up into the top 3, into a bronze trophy position. I'm going to try and take them both in this last corner. It's going to be a bit of a tough one, but can we do it? Oh, yes we can. Just about. We are in the lead by a full second already. Heading into the third lap now. 37.275 that last lap was, so we made a lot of improvements in the first lap, and especially on the first lap before that, where we crashed into the Clio. Anyway, a little bit behind on our time here, but no problem. As you know, coming into the last corner, nearly bumping the wall. 36.2, 1.008 seconds faster. That's another good lap from us. Clio really, yeah, this is quite a nice looking car, I got to admit, this new Clio. It is a lovely looking Clio. Along with the new Megane, it is a wonderful looking vehicle. I'm glad that Renault finally have got a sleek looking road car into, you know, like a affordable one and that, you know, an affordable, nice looking road car, which is is a big bonus for them. As we do beat our time by 1/10, 36.157 that time. As we do go around the first corner now for lap 5 out of 6 in our first race today. We are 11 seconds in the lead nearly. We have surpassed 11 seconds. 36.042, 0.115, a tenth faster once again. Can we do another faster? Can we get in the 35s? Is that possibly? I'm certainly going to try for it. I hope I can do it. As we now head round the third corner and the last long right-hander. We nearly connect with the wall there. Luckily we don't. That is looking to be a very good lap. A 35.533, half a second up on our quickest lap, which was already a pretty quick one. So that was a very easy win, very good win for us there. As we get our first rewards of the day. And we go on to the next race now. Thank you to everyone who's tuning in, by the way. So our next race is 2 laps around Alsace Village. It says 2, so I think it's the reverse we got. So let's get straight into that race. And let me just sort that out. Okay. So we start now. As we press start on the second race, yes, is the reverse. And we are 3, 2, 1 off on the start of this race. So we have a bit of catching up to do. We started last again, as usual in these races, 12th out of 12th. And oh, a little bit of a bump on the back of the screen clear here. Let's get round him. Come on, mate. So we are 13.0 seconds behind first place. And we're up into 10th place, into the top 10 now. 9th place swiftly passed. And we can't take 8th, or we do bump into him unfortunately, but we are past him. I see his cars on the outside, but they are starting to dip on the inside as we go further into the corner. So I might have to switch round to the outside. We do bounce on the grass, but we're okay. The other Clio does bump into us while he's cornering. We managed to fend him off and get past him, as well as the next one, the blue Clio, into the top 5. So there we go, into 4th place now, only 2 seconds behind the leader. So Kim on the outside line. First place he put the brakes on, I put the brakes on too, as I thought he would have slowed down second too. We now are into 1st place. We'll hopefully hold this for the rest of the race. So I hope you all enjoyed FIFA Mobile earlier. We did the Electricity League, whatever you want to call it. I think it's the Irish League. I could be wrong, I could be completely wrong, but I think it could be the Irish League. As it is Western Europe. Yeah, we got past that relatively easy. There was a couple of ones I think we had to do a couple of times that we did struggle at, but apart from that, we did get through it relatively easy. Next is going to be the Scottish Premiership, which does come out tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. No, I think I got my schedule messed up. I think the Scottish League comes out the day after tomorrow. There we are, I haven't recorded that one yet. No, we did Bundesliga 2 today, there we go. I wasn't on about Electricity League, that I've got to record that yet. No, we did Bundesliga 2, I think we did have to restart a couple of them. Well, that could have been me on Oktoberfest. I'm a bit fuzzled right now as I'm in the middle of a race. But either way, FIFA Mobile was a good one earlier. We did have a lot of high scoring wins. Yes, it was Bundesliga 2, my bad. I haven't got to the Electricity League yet. Yeah, we got some good rewards, and got some decent players too, I believe. We got a good rated player, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we got a good rated player, which I hopefully will sell for quite an amount. So I look forward to hopefully getting some good coin from him. And then there is a particular player I'm looking at buying from the market. I'm not going to say who he is, but there is a particular player I'm looking at buying. So yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see if we can afford him. He is quite a lot, so you never know. You never know. Anyway, we are 15 seconds in the lead currently. Our first lap was a 2:28.322. We're on track for a much quicker lap this time anyway. As we do go a little bit wide, we do hold on to it. And we now dip into this next corner here. Heading towards the end of the track now, the last couple of corners after this one. Got the long right-hander followed up by a sharp left, and then we are at the end of the race. $125 miles an hour for the Clio here. Around the last corner we go. Down the home straight. And there's the checkered flag being waved, and we get the win. 2:25.119, 3 seconds faster than our previous lap. That was a good race. Oh, my back does hurt a little bit already, I will admit. I'm just going to lean back a little bit. There we go. So our next race is 2 laps around Autodromo Lago Maggiore. I think I get that right. GP2, so I'm guessing this is the reverse we're doing. So let's look forward to that race. Okay, as we now are in the menu going into the race. We have 2 laps around the circuit. Yes, this is the reverse. If it says 2, or like, you know, the 2 I's for 2, have Roman numerals, that means it is the reverse of the circuit, if you didn't know that already. And we now come into the first corner at some good speed. They say gear 3, but we keep it in gear 4. And around the second corner and come to the third. We do nearly bump on the Clios. Oh, we do bump him a little bit. Sorry for that. But we are around him. It wasn't a big bump, it was just a tiny little... It was like a little touch on the paint. So now down the next straight. Quite a fast area, this one. Come on, mate, out the way. We're into 7th place, so we're nearly halfway through the field now. After this corner, we'll be halfway through the field. And oh dearie me, that's pretty close. We had bumped that yellow Clio out the way, and we're 5.5 seconds behind the leader now. Up into the top 4 we go. Now it's going to be a bit of a tough corner, this one. We can't take the Clio there as he's putting on the brakes way too much. Come on, mate, like for real. And we're into 3rd place, into a bronze medal position. We fly into 2nd place, silver medal position. And then just like that, come on. Oh no, not yet. There we go, we take over the gold plate position. As we now head up the hill, entering the final sector of the track, sector 3. Where is it? No, sector 4. My bad. And come to the last 2 corners now. And here we go. Oh, a little bit wide into the first of the 2. Round the last corner, perfectly taken, and we are going towards the 2nd lap now. The first lap was a 2-minute 34.615, so a pretty good first lap from us as we now head into the 2nd. And heading towards sector 2 now. There we go, nearly 2 seconds faster on that first sector. We lost a bit of time there for sure. We do go very wide and skid out. Maybe so much oversteer going into that corner. Now into the next one we go. As we are now heading towards sector 3. By the end of this straight, we'll be in sector 3. And now we head up to sector 4, the final sector of the track. So it's been a good lap. Sorry I haven't spoken that much, I've just been stuck in the race, but yeah, we are getting towards a very good victory. We are nearly 20 seconds in the lead, believe it or not, even though he's at the end of that straight behind us. He's at the start of the straight behind us. We are edging to 20 seconds in the lead. I'll try and win by that margin. Oh, Well, we are 20 seconds in the lead. So, can we stick that far in the lead? Who knows? Looks like we're going one further and starting off, finish off in 21 seconds in the lead. We do post a 2 minute 30.138, 4.477 seconds quicker than the previous lap, which is great, as we finish off that race in 5 minutes and 4 seconds. Oh, my chair's so squeaky. So we now have 10 laps on the Northern Isles Speedway. I think we did 6 in the Sunday Cup last night, so should be a very easy race, this one. As we are already 20 minutes into the stream, so thank you to anyone who's joined so far. Bonjour to all of you. Oh dear, I've just moved the drawer that my my PlayStation and my Xbox are on. Okay, so we're into lap 1, or we're about to start lap 1. We have 10 laps just around this easy little oval, and we are now into lap 1. So here we go. He looked like his hazard lights were on. It really seemed like it. So we are about 10 seconds nearly behind the leader, as we're up 1 place in 1 lap. These are up, that's 2 places per lap, hopefully. Which will be happening soon. As you can see, they're all huddled together ahead of us. So into 9th out of 12th now. We enter lap 3, we've gained 4 seconds nearly on the leader, which is great. So nearing lap 5 now, we are in 5th in the top 5. We are 3 seconds behind the leader. There's the leader there, Newdorf. But we do bump the back of that car. I couldn't really help that. My turn-in wasn't good enough in that corner by any means. So try and creep in. There we are on the inside line. As we are into the top 3, our fastest lap being a 19.618 so far on lap 3. And oh, okay, into the lead we go. We have 3 more laps to go, or 4 including this one. We do set a new fastest lap, and 19.604. By 1/100th, we are 7 tenths ahead. 7 100ths ahead of our lap so far. So you never know, it could be an even better one here. Now they have the track to ourselves pretty much. No, we do miss out on a new fastest lap there, unfortunately. So can these 5 100ths of a second prove good for us as we head on the final corner, or the second corner? And it does. We're 2 100ths ahead now. Lap 19.584. There's now 3 seconds ahead of the leader, second place as well. We're a whole 10th up there. Okay. Setting your lap record there by my new best lap by 8 100ths, nearly, or roughly 9 100ths, 0.089. Every millisecond counts in racing, you must remember that. As we cross the line, another 4 100ths ahead, and we do get the victory in Clear Cup race number 4. Only 1 race to go till we finish this championship. A nice quick race, that one, only 3 minutes or so to complete it in. As we're now ready to go on to the last race of the tournament, which is 5 laps around Kyoto's Miyabi driving park set layout. Goodness, I've had a tiring day. I spent a good half hour out moving my room around earlier. There's so many heavy stuff. You know, I've got a massive bed, massive setup here. Got a pet to move. I got loads of stuff to move, and it's been really tiring today. But I persevered. I've made it through, and I've made it out on the other side brilliantly, if I say so myself. As we start the last race now, again starting in 12th out of 12th. Straight up to 11th. I don't know what the hell Douglas is doing. Probably trying to avoid the oversteer I just had there. Anyway, we're currently 14 seconds behind the leader. 5 laps including this one to catch up with him, so that shouldn't be any hassle whatsoever. Okay, around him we go. Come on, little Cleo, we can do it. Into lap 2 we go. And into the top 5 we do go wide. Oh dear me. And into the top 3 we go. We're absolutely flying this lap, boys. We are absolutely flying. Get out of my way. We're into first place. St. Guerrero to the dumps. We are in the lead on the end of lap 2. A 47.247. Four 1,000ths of a second ahead of our fastest lap right now. As we now head into lap 4 out of 5. 46.958, 2.8 or 2.8, 0.289 tenths of a second. There we are. 2 tenths. One or the other, alright? Gosh, shut up, man. Stop trying to judge me. Oh my god. Right, anyway. We are 2 tenths up on our lap at the moment. This one's looking like a promising one. Let's try and up our lap every time, shall we? And so now come around the final corner for this lap. And we set the pace with a 46.2447 tenths ahead in that lap. And what was already a pretty fantastic lap. We have upped it by another 7 tenths. If I'm to beat that, which I don't think I'm going to at this rate, I need to bring in something special into this lap. We're 5 100ths down. Come on, let's do it. The lap streak has to stay on. No, we're going down. Unless something magical happens on this sector, we are not going to do it. That was a pretty fast sector, I will admit. But we set a 46.1. We actually did it. We actually had a mad last sector. And we pulled it off. Can I get a like for that, please? I would really love that. As we do make it through and we get the win, all of the Clio Cup has been done. Now on to the FR Challenge. Oh, more racing, more racing, more racing. N400 is the goal car, and I've just clicked twice, so we're gonna have to go off and get an FR 400 or N400 FR. Sorry if you can hear crickets in the background. I have a pet bearded dragon lizard, as I've said before, and one of the crickets have escaped and it's under my floorboards. It's somehow gone under there, even though there's no holes to get under. It has gone under there. So if you hear crickets in the background, I do apologise. Just imagine I'm in the jungle, you know, because I might as well be. Okay, so do we have any M400s? We do. We have one. We have Z8. I have to work on it. There we go. Sorted. We'll be using this car for the championship. And there we go then. The BMW Z8. I don't think I've ever driven this car in this game, so interesting. A new car to test out. I didn't actually look what the first race was either, so I don't know where we're racing. So I don't know how fast I'll be able to go in this car. I don't know how fast it can even go. I'm guessing about 150. Pardon me. But maybe 145 at a push. Sounds nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, another 5 laps here, no problem. Okay, so 46.1 was the fastest lap we could set in the Clio. Let's see what the fastest lap is in this car, the BMW Z8. A car I actually think is very good looking. A lot of people don't look at this car. They think it looks like a middle-aged bloke with a big moustache, and no chin. But I like it. I like it. As we ran the green Toyota SFI into 7th place, 9 seconds behind the leader currently. And that was a very ambitious right-hander there that I took. So let's have a look. First lap, what do we set? It's probably not going to be as fast due to it only being the first lap, but we do set the pace with a 49.044. So here we go, round the first corner. Look at the speed we're catching up at them. Look at that, mate. Bloody hell. There, it's had a chance. Oh my god. Come on, lads, out the way. Bloody hell. And I've been nudged by the GT86. What is your problem? Get out of my way. Thank you very much. Okay, now down the final straight we go. What lap are we going to set here? We're going to set a 46.607. 2.5 seconds faster. Can we keep the lap streak up? So 1/10 down, but remember we did slow down a lot here last lap due to us being caught in traffic. So you never know. This could be much faster this lap, as we're up to 1 second ahead now, which is great. And around the second to last corners now. Second to last corners. There's only 1 second to last corner, mate. Come on. Okay, around the last corner onto the main straight, and we now set a 45.017, 1.5 seconds faster than lap 2. I don't think I'll be able to get faster than that this race. We are going to try our hardest. 6/100ths down. One-tenth up. a little bit sluggish from that last corner there, but we do set a 44.986, so we do go faster by 3/100ths, which is impressive. Now, can we make it 5 laps, 5 personal bests? We are 1/100th ahead of our last lap, our fastest lap. We are 6/1000th ahead of our lap. This is tight, this is very tight. And oh no, we go very deep there. That was not a very fair corner by me, and I do set a 44.883. I'll take the lap, but it was a bit unfair. I did slightly cut the last corner, even though I didn't really mean to, but I still did cut it, which is a bit unfair. As we now hit level 26, everybody. Yay, cause for celebration. Okay, next race is 2 laps around Dragon Tail Seaside on the reverse. So the Z8 should be nice and quick around this track, I'm hoping. I don't know if you can hear them, but these crickets are so loud. Like, and where I've just moved my bed, the cricket is directly underneath it. No, the cricket is right underneath my bed at the moment. So I'm gonna have fun sleeping tonight. Anyway, we do start. I keep moving the draw. We do start the next race now. 3, 2, 1, and we're off. We start in 12th as per usual. It's in new territories and speed at the moment, 130 miles an hour in the Z4. I didn't think I went that fast last race, so that's great. As we go around the outside here, we have to slide around these 2 cars here. Do put our 2 right wheels on the grass slightly. Trying to find my words at the moment. Now this layout of the track, the reverse is better for taking the chicane. Oh, sorry. The reverse is better for taking this chicane in, or these 2 S-bends, as it's not as difficult to handle the first one, and the second one's just as easy as it is in the normal layout, in the normal mode. We are 7 seconds still behind the leader. He's right there in front of us, ahead of this Mazda Roadster. That looks like a Toyota GT86 in the lead, but I could be mistaken. We're absolutely flying towards this car, whatever the hell it is. It is a GT86, and we gotta take him right here, right now. Hello, goodbye. And up the hill we go towards the final sector of the track, sector 3. As we do start it now into the first corner of the last sector. Nice scenery on this track. Croatian mountainside, Croatian countryside. There we go. The Croatian countryside. Come visit. There's animals and water and trees. Yay! Or there doesn't look to be many trees apart from there. Doesn't look to be many trees over there. Maybe that's what all that flat green land is. So now down the final straight we go. How fast can we get this car up to? Come on. 135 miles an hour. 142 we get down to. I did say around 145, 150, so we're nearing that target. I think I'll be able to hit that in one of the other races if we have a nice longer straight than that. Apologies. Throat's all of a sudden become a bit clogged. So here we go. See, it's much easier on the reverse compared to the regular layout. Well, I say layout as if it's different. You know what I mean? It's in the reverse version and the straight, you know, the forward version. So 8 seconds up on our lap at the moment. This will easily, because it's only 2 laps, will easily be a new personal best for this race. So just got to keep at it, boys. Got to keep at it. We're already 15 seconds in the lead. So this car, its speed advantage is quite mad. considering the second place is in, I believe, an N200. I don't have that much issue getting around this track. Let's have a look then. Up the last part of this sector we go. Last little left-hander up the hill. At the start of sector 3 is now. As we come on the last 2 corners of the last lap of the race here. There we go. I guess you could count this as a corner as well, or kind of. It's just part of the straight, but it isn't completely straight, so there we go, around the last corner fully now, and down the final straight we go. Can we get here before under 2 minutes? Yes we can, a 1:58.749, 9.2 seconds faster than the first lap. An emphatic victory to sound off race number 2 of this championship. So now it's 2 laps around Kyoto Driving Park, Yamagiwa on the reverse. So let's look forward to this one now. Does sound like a nice car, this one, I will admit. Lovely sounding car. Anyway, as we now start this race, let's go. And we start it, and we're instantly up into 10th, into the top 10 after, or just before the first corner even happens, near enough. Do it very wide though, so I could lose a place, but we don't. Keep the speed up. These SFRs not posing much of a threat to my mighty Z4. Neither are these Mazda Roadsters. Look at these. Look how inferior they are. Oh, sorry. I'm so inferior that I hit you. Yes, totally on purpose. Okay. I do bump him, but I don't care. We're past him. We're into the top 5, boys. Yes. Here we go. Oh wow, that was not how I expected that one to go, but we are ahead. I completely misjudged the braking zone there. That is my fault. I'm not going to get the position back because I'm just not nice like that sometimes, and it's a race and I can't be asked to get the position back because there's no law telling me in this race to get my position back, so why should I? Jesus Christ, you're slow. So 4.5 seconds to go until first place. Bwooten is in first. Big Wooten is leading this race. Big man Wooten in his RX-7. Jesus Christ, get out of my way. Big man Wooten has now been left for dead. He's now a small lad Wooten. As we now take the lead, obviously we're 2 seconds in the lead nearly already. And that first lap will send us off at a 1 minute 59.735. Keep on the right. 736, sorry, not 735. Around the first corner we go. Get nice and fast. The power of the Z8 really showing itself here. So 3.3 seconds faster than that sector last lap. Obviously you would expect it on the second lap, considering that you have a much slower start on the first lap as you have a rolling start. So I'm expecting a much faster lap this time anyway. I'm expecting like a 1 minute 55 maybe this lap. So yeah, just as long as I can keep ahead of Big Man Wooten in second, then we'll be fine. Speaking of which, he's 9 seconds behind us and we have 4.4 seconds up on our lap, so we are heading for 155 as it stands, but we never know, anything could happen in the world of Gran Turismo Sportage. So now on to the final sector of the track. We have 4.7 seconds up on our lap and we're taking that corner a little bit wrong, I will admit. I got to slow down drastically there. Oh, car is completely off its line. Lost a bit of time, lost a good few tenths doing that. And on the last corner we head towards now a nice long right-hander to sound off, to finish off what has been a pretty enjoyable race. And not as long a race as I thought it would be. I thought it would be 2.5 minutes for some reason every lap. Another great misjudgment from me. But we do sound off on a 1 minute 55.451, 4.25 seconds ahead of our fastest lap. So that was a decent race. We got the win, an easy win. 9.270 million credits. We have a lot of money. So the second to last race, 4 laps around Blue Moon Bay Speedway, infield A on the reverse variation, as it is number 2. So we have an M3 Sport this race, an RX-7, more Mazdas. We got a Supra this time. Is that a Mark 1? Yeah, we've got Mark 1 Supra. Okay, so it's a better variation of vehicles this time. It's a better pot of vehicles compared to last time, where it's all Toyota SFRs and bloody Mazda Roadsters. We have a bit of a selection to pass here. This is our little selection box of people to humiliate on the track. Thank you for your comment. I'll read it after this race is finished. I've literally just started the race now. So yeah, as we head into the first lap, into the first corner we go. And there we are. They are literally they are like our little checkpoints. As the Mazda in front does go wide, he slips onto the grass, kicks the back end out, but he does manage to hold it. So that's some good good handling of the vehicle. There we go. There's the one. Oh, we do go very sharp on that corner, and we do bash the Mazda. Very poor cornering by the Z8 there. That was completely my fault though. So we are 7.5 seconds behind the leader. Again, just like last night, this is one of them tracks. God, what the hell are you doing, mate? This is one of them tracks I don't really ever race on. So, what? Right, what is he doing? I'm being pushed around here, boys. I'm being manhandled by 2 RX-7s. What is going on? Stay out of my way. Come on, lads. Well, we are past them now. We're past the Roadster. I guess I was their little wrecking ball for a second. I was their braking zone. And their car straightener. As we now head towards the Mark 1 Supra from 1988. A very wonderful looking car. Doesn't look it from the back, but when you get to the front of it, it is a wonderful looking car, this one. That's a bit deep into it. There we go. Lovely looking Supra, that one. Obviously the RZ came next in I think 1997, and then and then the new Supra came out this year. It's just not a GTS, is it? Or it's not another RZ. Whatever it is a wonderful Supra. I think the Mark II from 1997 is the best looking one, but the 2019 one's a close second, especially if you get it in its highest spec. It is one of the most beautiful cars around today. The new Supra. As M3 Sport Evolution is in the lead. I'm about to say that off him. Not yet though. I cut that corner slightly. My throat is killing. So down the final corner we go. And the Beamer does go wide typical BMW driver, doesn't know his lines, and we're into the lead. Oh, I say that and I'm driving a BMW. Am I foreshadowing? I wonder. Anyway, we are in the lead. We are 4.3 seconds up on our previous lap. We are 2.8 seconds in the lead. Can we keep the lap streak up and get a faster lap on laps 3 and laps 4 respectively? I think we'll be able to do it lap 3 easily, because we've got the track to ourselves now. And again, going deep on the corner, I've got to stop doing that. Yeah, we have the track to ourselves now, so we don't have to worry about anyone else. I'm pretty slow into that corner though, I will admit. But we only 2/10 up on it currently. And we're now on a curved straight line, like a bent straight, for example. And then head into the next corner. Oh, just about to that one. All right, cleanly enough. And are we up on our lap currently? Yes, we are, by 7/10 practically. 6:99. Great number. Anyway, into the last corner we go for the third lap. A little bit of oversteer, drifting out a little bit, the back end sliding due to these rubbish tyres. Rubbish. Only sport soft we have on. That's a jet does fly over us. Lovely to see, yeah. And that was a 1:23.796, roughly 3/4 of a second quicker. So we're going to try and up that one more time this lap to keep our lap streak up. It's not a reward to get your laps faster and faster every lap. It's just a little target I like to set myself in racing. And look at that, 3/4 of a second ahead already. That first setup was crazy compared to the last laps. So there we go, around the hairpin-esque corner onto the curved straight. And we are 1.1 seconds ahead in our lap. So this is looking to be a very good one. It's looking to be possibly a 1:22.5 if I get this corner right. Look at that, just like that. A little tiny bit of oversteer. And there we have it. This lap is a 1:22.3, 1.474 ahead, quicker than the last lap. Great lap, great race. I quite enjoyed that one, I will admit. So we're going to head back to the menu now, and I'll read the comment that I was given. So what do we have here? What do we have? Hello. How are you? Nice to see you. So, our next race is 2 laps on Tokyo Expressway's East Inner Loop. A last race for this championship. What's the time? Ooh, we might do the next championship. I think it's a I think it's the Roadster Cup next. So we have that to do. Tokyo Expressway being a nice fast track, a nice technical track, a good test of driver skill in the midsection, and a good test of driver pace in the first section. I believe this is the reverse again, so yeah, this is the reverse. So up the main straight we go. We don't have the longer version of the straight right now, as we're on the reverse. The full straight will come afterwards, as the Mazda does get in the way slightly, but we are flying ahead. A lot of pace compared to these rubbish little cars ahead of us. Okay, 7.9 seconds behind the leader currently. 2 Finnish drivers ahead of us, followed by 2 Japanese drivers. So up into the top 5 already, and we're 5 seconds behind the leader, so we've gained a lot of time. Been very quick so far. As we're into the next sector now. I would be going faster, but he is holding me back a little bit. I don't want to smash into him. I will try and take him here though, I think. There we go. I'll be a little bit of a bump. We are through. Next to the Mazda RX-7 Spirit R, I believe that one is. It's a lovely looking car though. And we are around him nice and cleanly. And we switch into first place now. We're already half a second in the lead. The car's pace is just mental compared to the other ones. A little bump on the barrier, no on the wall, no problem there though. We are a second in the lead already. And now down the main straight. Let's see how far we can get the car up to. I'm going to guess about 155. Well, that's what I'm aiming for. So we're at 145 currently, 150. So I'm getting my speed. There we are, 155. Into gear 6, top gear for this car. 163 miles an hour currently. Very quick. As we hit a 2 minute 27.7 into that lap. $168 miles an hour right now, 169. 170 miles an hour down that straight as we do slam on the brakes. And we are a bit deep into the corner, but we are okay. So on to sector 2 now. We have 5.8 seconds in front of our last lap. Yeah, we're doing well so far. 4.9 seconds in the lead. Nearing the 5 mark. I think I will wrap it up after this race, as I want to stick to 2 tournaments, 2 championships in these lower leagues per stream. I feel like that will be a lot more lenient on me, and it will give me time to prepare better and to do other bits as well that I have to do during my evening. I took a brilliant corner there. And we're pretty far up on our time, I'd imagine by now, as we enter the last sector of the track, no, the second to last sector of the track I should say. We're 7 seconds up on our lap currently, 7.058. Up on all sectors this lap, as is expected, due to it being the second lap of the race, compared to the first in these races. And there we have it, on the final straight. We are going to win the race, clean as a whistle. No bumps that lap from what I can recall. 8.1 seconds up on our lap. We're looking at a 2 minute 19, 2 minute 18 here. Aim for a 2:18. No, unfortunately we can't get that. Got a 2 minute 19 though. 2 minute 19, 475, 425. 8.5 seconds nearly up on our lap. So a great race, an easy race, and a clean race bonus there. We hit 70.5 miles driven for today. And that is going to be it for today. An hour stream is actually perfect. And we're going to get our daily workout car. Let's see what we get out of these 4. There's one I really wouldn't mind getting actually. And we get the one I wanted. Brilliant. That is awesome. I think that's actually worth quite a bit, that car, the Mazda RX-500. If it's not, either way, it's a new car and it is a gorgeous one at that. Look at the Mazda RX-500 from 1970, an N300. Don't know too much about it. I know it's a rotary engine due to its thing on the back, but yeah, that is great. We get a nice reward car, and that is a good sound off to this stream. So let me check if I got any achievements to collect. when the game loads back up, if it wants to load. Okay, there's nothing to collect. We've got another 10 wins today, so all is looking well. All is going great heading into the next stream, which will be tomorrow at hopefully 8 PM. I want to do another 8 PM stream tomorrow on this channel for more Gran Turismo Sport. So if you enjoyed today, thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoyed, please do leave a like and a subscribe. It does really help me out. We're nearing, it's a very small milestone, but we are nearing 10. So I did have 14 before the channel messed up last time, so to get back up to there would be really appreciated. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I have been BDFO18, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.